What's up? Welcome back to Cover to Cover.
What is up?
Good evening, everybody.
Hello, hello.
Let me use my
AC/DC.
Wolfman Jack voice.
Hey, Daddy.
Yo, this Wolfman Jack here. Welcome to the Midnight Special.
I don't know how to open the show.
Unruly.
But just to hold the album up, you know? Such a classic album. Nice.
Dude, that
I'm gonna
cover
make you big.
That cover's fire, dude.
That
Face
cover
it.
is fire, bro.
That cover will go on forever.
Yeah, it's amazing, you know.
Folks, little grandkids will be going, that group way back in them olden days named AC/DC were pretty badass.
I mean, could this be one of the first like Photoshop photos, you know?
I don't see
Dude,
why
him
not.
holding the tail is just wicked, bro. I mean, the horns are badass, but him holding the tail is a whole different level, dude. It adds so much more to it.
Yeah, man. The horns to me is what kind of first thing you see when you see this cover.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But then you see the tail and him holding it, and it's like, oh shit, that's
Yeah.
badass, dude.
And then you got parents that once you go to church and see this, and you got to hide your shit back in the day. They can see that. Oh,
You know what else I like
Satan.
about this cover?
You're a Satan worshiper.
You know what I like about this cover too? All of them are serious. Angus is trying to look tough. Dude, but Bon Scott, dude, he kills it on that cover, bro.
Yeah.
He looks so mischievous, and he looks
Right?
like he's the evil one. Dude, he's
You know, I wish you could be a fly on the wall for that photo shoot, you know?
Yeah.
dude, it's so badass, bro. Love it.
Beautiful.
I always
cover.
loved Cliff just kind of peeking over everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
over the back, yeah. Oh yeah, the back is good too, bro.
Yeah.
Love it. Fucking love it.
Schoolboy uniform, and it worked. Can you believe that?
I
All I
know,
can
dude.
remember
Who
is
would've
Jack
thought?
Black doing that in School of Rock.
Yep.
Man, School of Rock, I love School of Rock. I watch this shit every time because of him.
See, that's something I wish the CD issue
Oh, I don't have it.
don't have it. But
Yeah.
the back of the
Oh,
has the picture.
Oh, so it does have it in there, though.
Yeah. But yeah, for the longest time, I never noticed the horns or the tail. I never looked at it. And then
That's the first thing I noticed, them freaking horns, man. I didn't notice the tail as much as the horns.
Yeah, me neither.
one day I pulled
never-
it off the shelf because I was going to listen to it, and I'm looking at it, I'm going, has that always been there?
that's a badass cover.
What is that, the
bro.
Mandela effect? Hi, Leo, we were talking about that's a Mandela effect.
That's a Mandela. Yeah, it's always been there, dude.
It's always been there, but in your mind, yeah, that wasn't there. How'd that get there?
Yeah, I was looking at it and thinking, you know, did he have a guitar in his hand and they just painted over it? And because I mean, you can kind of see like all this is like painted in.
Dude, it's
Right.
that's always been the cover. They never had a guitar.
Well, I mean, I know, but
Oh,
obviously this started out as a photo, but the way his hand is looked like he might have been gripping the neck of a guitar or
yeah,
something.
it could be.
And they airbrushed it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. AC/DC Highway to Hell is the album tonight. I need to look at something here.
What's up, Unruly? What's up, Cookie?
Because I can't remember who. The theme for this season is picking albums at random, off of numbers picked by the community, and this was John's Comics with Kids pick. So if John happens to see this on the rewind or whatever, awesome pick, John. Thank you for allowing us or helping us to talk about this album.
Donnie,
guess
did you put it out to everyone? Did you get all 100 spots filled, or did you have to fill
No, there was 26.
26? Hi, Leah, what did you pick?
I didn't pick. I stayed out of it. out of it.
God dang, how come you not pick? You see what I picked?
Of course, I saw what you picked. I just stayed out of it.
I don't remember what I picked.
I picked the album that I already did.
I could look it up. Donnie.
The Who's Tommy is what your number landed on, Jim.
Oh, okay.
The Who?
Tommy.
Yeah. Not only did he pick 69, and he expresses, and I agree, he expresses his anguish over the fact that they're that high on the list in that book, but Jimi Hendrix's Axis, Bold as Love, is the number that Unruly had landed on. Hopefully at some point in the near future, we'll be able to do that one, because that's a great album. But back to this one, back to Highway to Hell. I guess I'll get into the background information. It was released on July 27th, 1979, which happens to be exactly 3 years before my birth, my entrance into this world. So that's extremely interesting.
Hold on, where was I?
Recorded over a 3-month period from December of 78 to April of 79 in Albert, Sydney in Australia, Criteria in Miami, and the Roundhouse in London. It was originally released on the Albert label, which I'm not sure if that's a subsidiary of Atlantic, but that Atlantic was who it was released on under in the U.S. And Atlantic, I guess in an indirect way, was almost responsible for this album either not being released or being completely different. And produced by the legendary Mutt Lange, who has produced, among others, Def Leppard and the Back in Black album.
Did he do some Cars stuff?
I believe he may have, yes.
Is he Cheyenne Twain? Did he do some Cheyenne?
Yeah.
He married her for a long time, didn't he?
Yeah, and then he did her friend or something, right?
He did Huey Lewis on the News, Bryan Adams, Celine Dion, Britney Spears, The Coors, Michael Bolton, the Mighty Nickelback.
He was huge.
The Mighty Nickelback. Mighty Hunchback.
Billy Ocean.
All kind. Lady Gaga.
Yeah, the guy's a freaking legend.
Cars. Yeah, he's done it all. Foreigner.
And he's South African, or no, he's not South African. He's from it was Zambia then, but it's Northern Rhodesia now in Africa. And
hey, what's up, Mike?
Mike,
we know that guy.
I was first introduced to this album, like many in college, and I picked it up. I bought it with Back in Black, and I listened to it first, and I was blown away. To be downright real. I think I listened to this one first because Back in Black has such a popularity, and I knew the majority of the songs on it through regular radio.
Right.
Highway to Hell, not so much. I don't know what the lack of airplay is or was at the time. So we're talking over 15 years ago for me. But from that first few set of notes on Highway to Hell, I mean,
yeah, that starts out that riff, boom boom, right off the bat.
Dude, I
It
really,
hooks you right off the bat.
I really like it when the drum hits. When that
Yeah.
first drum beat kicks in, it's like that's for me when it's like, oh shit. That's when it starts rocking, bro. It's so good, dude.
Yeah, I heard AC/DC when I was like maybe middle school,
Mhm.
and it was quite a while before I realized that Bon Scott and Brian Johnson weren't the same person.
We're two different guys, yeah.
Yeah, they sound a lot alike.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, Brian Johnson filled his shoes like you couldn't do no better than that.
oh no, Brian has that presence. You know, he's got the ability to work the stage the way Bond did,
Yeah,
but he's got more of the stadium presence.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that Bond may have lacked. Was I don't know if he could have done the stadium as well as Brian Johnson does.
He seems like more like a guy in a bar, right?
Yeah.
Just getting beers thrown at him, kind of like Roadhouse. He's playing in Roadhouse. That's who Bon Scott. That's who he was. Just a little boy, just playing in the.
And I get the impression he was more comfortable that way anyway.
Yeah, definitely. That was his zone.
I guess the story behind some of the production. They had tried to get away from. Well, they were to start with in 1978. They were broke, and they were looking to go in a different direction. And their previous producer had been George Young, who was Malcolm and Angus's older brother, who had a bit of musical background. He was in a band in the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
But they wanted to try to branch out from him. But Angus and Malcolm were kind of apprehensive because he's their brother,
Of course, with that loyalty.
and that's all they knew too,
Yeah.
right. Growing up in Australia, and it was
It was their comfort zone.
right, their comfort zone. But so Atlantic had paired them with Eddie Kramer, and I got the gist that they didn't particularly care for him.
Nothing much.
It didn't click.
It was because it was here in Miami. That's why I say it. I know that's what you want to say. It was because it was in Miami, right?
Because he was in Miami.
Yeah,
maybe.
Miami.
Malcolm had said that Kramer was a bit of a prat. He looked at Bond and said to us, "Can your guy sing?"
Yeah.
And when you come in and the producer that's like the first thing out of his mouth. It's like
questioning the singer.
It's like, what a dick.
Yeah.
You don't want to work with, and he's taking over for your brother. It's like, dude, get the hell out of here, bro.
Right. And they've the young brothers have always they've been pretty headstrong,
Yeah.
and it's their band and so forth. And it's like, I don't care who else this guy has produced. He's an asshole. And after a few weeks, they called up their manager at the time, Michael Browning, and said, this guy's hopeless. We can't work with this guy, because apparently he was trying to convince them to cover Spencer Davis, "Give Me Some Lovin'," and they were like, no, no.
That's the song. Give me some loving.
Yeah, it's more popish than
Give me some love.
Loving. Oh yeah, I know that song. Yeah, that's not an ACD. Well, no, that's not an ACDC song.
No, that's a Steve Winwood song.
Yeah, that's Steve Winwood.
Yeah, Michael McDonald.
Yeah.
So Browning had mentioned Mutt Lange, and the first words out of the Young's mouth was, "Who's that guy?"
Yeah.
So it's like he was kind of new to the scene,
Right.
But they told Eddie Kramer that they had decided to take the day off, and
Oh yes, I read that. That's
basically
awesome.
went behind his back.
Yeah, that's a great story.
And recorded a demo to send to Mutt Lange, and I guess he liked what he heard, so he said he agreed to produce the record. And he, at that time, he had done records by the Broomtown Rats and Clover, who is famous for having members that would go on to be Huey Lewis and the News.
Oh, okay.
And they were also the backing band for Elvis Costello on his first record.
Oh well.
I lost my next thought. God damn it.
Hey, do y'all, since you guys got the album there, throw me a list of the songs. So, from, I don't remember how many it was.
There's 10 tracks.
That's what I thought.
Dude, for this album, it's almost like, we always picked our favorite song. This one might be, which one's the worst song? And
Yeah.
That might be harder.
Because what's going to be the most played song on Highway to Hell? So.
But it doesn't feel like it's played out to me. I still freaking enjoy it. The one AC/DC song is
Hey, Boat, read them off. I couldn't see them.
yeah. There's there's that one AC/DC song, Alpha Back in Black.
There's Highway to Hell, Girls Got Rhythm,
Oh,
Walk all over you,
Touch
Touch Too Much, Beating Around the Bush, Shot Down in Flames.
yeah, Shot Down in Flames. I love
That's a
that
good
one.
Get It Hot, If You Want Blood, You've Got It, Love Hungry Man, and Night Prowler.
Yeah, they all. I just didn't know what order they were in.
It's good.
Yeah, it's definitely a solid album from start to finish.
Yeah, because if we go by like we did last time, we're like, well, Highway Hell's the most played. That's the name of the album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so easy to ditch that one, to say, your favorite one, but it's probably overplayed.
Me neither, Unruly. None of them have been played out, dude. The one song is You Shook Me All Night Long. That one I could probably, skip over, but Highway to Hell still not played out to me. And you do hear it on the radio still.
I can never skip that one because that was my freaking senior year in high school. They
Shook
played
Me All Night Long?
Yeah, they played that shit.
I still like it. I just don't. If any song is played out by AC/DC, I think it would be that one.
Girls Got Rhythm. I love that song, man.
I love
Yeah,
that
me
song,
too.
Got
Such
the
a great
back
song.
seat of rhythm.
Walk All Over You, I love. Dude, going back to the cover, man. You guys are all gringos. I'm Cuban, right? So my parents didn't know English. My mom, Catholic, going to church, that's a big Latin thing. Dude, when I bought this album and I brought it home and my mom saw it, she was like, in Spanish, what is this? And then I got Number of the Beast, and I had a big poster over my. She wouldn't even go in my room at one time for a couple of years, right? She would let me have it, but she really wouldn't go too much into my room, man. And then I had, seeing Angus Young on the album cover with holding a. She's like, "Esto es de diablo. ¿Qué es lo que tú estás oyendo?" But you know what? You know
What
what?
did you say?
God
What did you
bless
say?
her, man.
It's just music, Mom. It's just music.
God bless her, dude, because they never like threw it out or not let me hear it. And I would jam this. I would open up the windows and just play it loud as hell and be playing in the yard, listening to the music inside. So
Yeah,
God bless her,
there
dude.
wasn't a lot of headphones back then.
No. So God bless her, dude. She could have just thrown all this crap out and she didn't, dude. She let me enjoy it. She didn't go crazy. It's like, oh, whatever. But she didn't freak out. But she didn't like it. But she let me do it. What's up, D?
Sounded like last night the D wanted Aaron Rodgers to come quarterback for the Detroit now.
No, it did not. I love it, dude. I love AC/DC.
The where was it? Damn it.
Have you guys seen them in concert?
No, I haven't.
I didn't see
I've never seen them either, man.
that sucks.
Yeah,
I want to see them bad.
I never saw them. I never, for whatever reason, I never got to see them in concert. Night Prowler, sleep in the day.
Yeah, that was when I was reading about that. The association with Richard Ramirez on that song.
Yeah,
that was a pretty interesting thing I didn't know about.
Oh, dude, I
knew about his association with AC/DC stuff, but
yeah,
the song Night Prowler, I didn't.
Night Prowler, yeah, that whole song. It's
the way I understood that, they hadn't originally intended that, because when they wrote the song, the case was just beginning. You know what I mean?
Was it? Like, or this song came out way before the case, man.
Yeah, it came out before.
Right.
Yeah, this song came out way before he actually went on, because I think he went, was it the mid 80s, late 80s, something like that?
Well, the trial was 85.
Okay.
But all that was happening like in between the song and him. So it wasn't really, and they had said that it was more about, with the exception of that one line about "you won't feel the steel till it's hanging out your back," it was supposed to be about a boy creeping on his girlfriend.
Okay, all right. You know what, dude? I'm calling bullshit on that, dude. That's bullshit. Okay, that song is not about no kid creeping around his girlfriend's room. Okay, that's bullshit. Just call it out for what it is.
That's bull.
That's just them trying to do some freaking PR,
that's
bro.
Bullshit. It's bull.
That's bullshit. That's basura, bro. That's just them trying to do some PR. Just call it what it is, bro. Call it what it is, and that's fine, dude. That's my two cents on it. That's bullshit on them.
Get that on a t-shirt.
Super. Yeah, a knife. Like, what was the Unruly just put one of the lines? A chill runs down your spine and that's the noise outside your window. What's that shadow on the blind? Even that doesn't sound right, dude. It sounds like, it's freaking gonna be, it's Michael Myers coming in. It's not gonna be the boyfriend. Come on, dude. Don't give me that crap. Call it what it is. It's a great song. I freaking love the song, but it sucks when it gets associated with him. But.
Yeah.
But they had talked about the recording and kind of getting to know Mutt. Angus said he was meticulous about sound, getting the guitars and the drums right. He would zero in, and he was good on the vocal side. Even Bon was impressed with how he could get his voice to sound. But they weren't without their issues, like their, I guess, butting heads.
Yeah.
Because Mutt actually had Angus sit next to him while they were trying to work out the solo for Highway to Hell, and he said, "Just sit here and I'll tell you what I want you to play." And Angus was like, "You fucking will you?"
Yeah.
But what Angus didn't understand at the time was he was trying to build the song, build the rhythm, build the solo. And when he started saying what would work, like hold this note or now do this, they everything was an exercise in not just learning about themselves, but learning how to make a solid record. And I don't know, at least in my perception, there's a reputation with AC/DC of every, I've heard this, every one of the records sounds the same.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so what?
Yeah.
But with the albums in between High Voltage and this one, I feel that way. Like Powerage and Let There Be Rock, to me they sound like carbon copies of High Voltage. And then you get to this album, and it's a lot tighter and it's a lot more polished, and there's definitely a higher production value.
Definitely.
Because they're not recording in Albert, Sydney anymore. They're in some big time productions like the Roundhouse. The Roundhouse has its own famous reputation, but this stands out more definitely than those first few records, in my opinion. It doesn't sound like those to me. It's AC/DC.
And there was good songs on those albums. There was good songs on other stuff.
Right. Right.
It's just not as polished. It wasn't polished.
Well, AC/DC has their signature sound, and
yeah,
when they come on, exactly that's AC/DC. But they got a lot of good songs, man. Too many good songs to be all sounding just alike.
But it seems like a lot of your great bands are the ones that were the simple ones, the simple artists. They weren't technical and stuff like that. They were straight riffs, just knocking them out. Angus was just simple guitarist rocking out. I mean, seems like there was a lot of bands that was like that turned to be, legends. Like the Ramones, they were a simple downstroke band, simple lyrics, everything, no choruses.
2 minute songs. Put up Simply's incredible last comment. I think that pretty much nails it. Did you just You're damned
Yeah.
if you do and you're damned if you don't, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you guys remember when who was it, Steve Miller, when he did Abracadabra? They gave him hell about that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Who sounds like a pop band now? What happened to the
You sold
the
out. You
Joker?
sold out. You
He went-
sold out.
Yeah, he sold out. The
Metallica
Goo Goo
with the Black
Dolls is
Album.
the same thing too. They called them sellouts because they had pop hits. You know, they started having, man, they had to make, man, it's about making some money, man. These guys
Yeah.
got to make some money.
But Bo, you just nailed it, dude. You remember when Metallica's Black Album came out? They got the sold out
Yeah.
moniker, and everybody, dude, everybody now doesn't say that crap. Now that album, everybody loves that album. It was like they're
They just moved that to from that to Load.
yeah.
Yeah, which is a load.
Bullshit.
Yeah, they just moved it over.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
That's Riley's new word, man. He
Bullshit.
turned bull into
I
bull.
call bullshit.
They had talked about, which I thought I liked that story too, about the title track, how they Angus and Malcolm were kind of working on it, and Malcolm jumped behind the kit to do the drum parts, and they had it recorded, and one of the engineers took the tape home, and his little son, I think it was a son, took the tape and unraveled it.
Yeah.
And it was the only copy of that they had. And Bond, being the expert he was at rewinding tape, was able to fix it, and they were able to salvage what they had done.
Wow.
You imagine if they lost that? God damn. Man.
Oh my
what
God.
the flipping hell? That little kid would never never live that shit down. Oh man.
The other thing going along with it is the name itself, Highway to Hell. Like Raul, you had said about your mom, and I'm sure your mom wasn't the only parent that thought about this. The record company was apprehensive, much like MCA was with Leonard Skinner's Sweet Home Alabama. They were apprehensive about that song, and in a way, this being AC/DC's breakthrough album in the States,
It was.
if they hadn't gone with it, it's would we have gotten a Back in Black album?
Yeah.
Would we still have AC/DC? Those are the questions I guess we can ponder.
Yeah, I was it was interesting to me that they just didn't have the radio play with their first few albums and stuff, and
Yeah.
they were more like an underground band, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It got more airplay after probably Back in Black.
Yes.
Right.
They probably went back
Right.
and said, man, all this shit's pretty good, you know?
Yeah. Because you got to think, too, the songs, Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap, and what was it, Big Balls?
Yeah, Big Balls.
And that album was shelved in the it wasn't released in the United States until they released this album.
So I can understand why they didn't get a whole lot of radio play.
Yeah.
They got songs like that.
But dude, just like Highway to Hell, when I saw that album cover, the live album, Let There Be Blood, or had the guitar coming out of freaking Bon Scott. That was freaking crazy. But Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap, seeing that album cover and everybody's face covered up with their eyes covered up with like a piece of tape, I was like, dude, what is this, bro? Why do their eyes? And it looked wicked too, It was like, it doesn't look right, man. It was weird to me, dude. I loved AC. They were probably my first favorite band, because Back in Black was one of the first albums I got. Then I got this one, and then I moved to Iron Maiden. But AC/DC I loved, but then kind of like what you were saying, Donnie, it does sound the same. It seems almost like they didn't progress, you know.
Right.
So
Well,
I really stopped listening to them after For Those About to Rock. I didn't, you know, the occasional Thunderstruck, the songs I would hear, but I never heard another full album of them after
right.
For Those About to Rock.
Well, I remember my dad's younger brother, my uncle, and my oldest cousin, because they were. See, my cousin graduated 81, and my uncle graduated 78. And I remember them talking about hearing some of their earlier stuff on the radio, but it was just not. They just didn't play it here.
No.
And I don't know if it was the lack of push, or if it was just them not having a stable footing, because I don't think they toured here until this album. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't think they did.
I think I read that. I think I read that they hadn't.
And back then, that's how you promoted your album, was you toured for it.
Yeah.
But I remember them mentioning when they were in high school that, you know, they would hear every once in a while they would hear TNT or what's the other big one from the title track, maybe
Dirty Deeds,
High Voltage.
High Voltage
might have been High Voltage and TNT were the ones that
TNT they played
hearing.
Here there was 98 Rock. It's still here now, right? Both 98 Rock.
Yeah.
They played some of those. They
Okay.
played some
Still
of those
do.
here, definitely.
Still do, yeah. That's how I got introduced, was through the radio.
I mean, Q105's been here as long as I've been here. So
Back in the day, they had 95 YNF.
yeah, I remember all that 98 Power Pig came. That's when
Power Pig.
rap music and all that.
What was
Bubba
it?
the Love
Power
Sponge
Pig?
came.
What was the name of the station? Power Pig?
Yeah, the Power Pig.
Dude, that's catchy, bro. I like that.
The Power Pig. You ever heard of Bubba the Love Sponge?
Yes.
Yeah, he was. That's where he came in from that.
Yeah,
wow.
he's from Tampa area. That's where he kind of got his break.
Is that guy still around?
He's I think he's on XM or something, and
Serious.
he's on and off, and he's always in
Yeah,
trouble.
one of those.
He's always in trouble.
Yeah, the Love Sponge.
Bubba, he would pay people to come in and drink a gallon of milk, and they'd throw it up every time. It was funny as shit, man.
He was basically
Howard Stern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was just like Howard Stern.
Yeah. All right, back to the album, Donnie.
Okay,
Sorry.
back to the
All
album.
right. Nope, it's all right. I was just trying to search here what to go next. I guess in concerning the release of the album, on it was released in July of '79 on Albert, and then licensed the album. Okay, that's what it is. They licensed the album to Atlantic for release outside of Australia.
Because all the rest were in Australia, right? Or was it just overseas somewhere? No, I thought it was Australia.
I believe there was international release of High Voltage, and Let There Be Rock, but I'm not sure about Powers. Well, like I said, without heavy airplay or touring, you know, it's hard.
Yeah,
for
man, that's
them.
why they used to give those to those DJs that would play their record. They pay them.
Right.
Yeah.
You had to, man. You wouldn't get your shit on the air.
Wolfman Jack.
You had to give Wolfman the old couple hundred to get it on the radio at midnight.
Exactly.
Did you guys hear this? What the story was about the Highway to Hell? The main song. How they came up with the lyrics for that?
What was it?
It was there was a road to the club they used to hang out at.
Yeah, Bond used to drink at.
Yeah, that they used to drink out, and all those lyrics, and my friends will be there too. They were singing about that club, but the road was real dangerous. They said you come to an intersection and there was no stop signs, no speed limits, nothing to slow you down, and a lot of people died.
Yeah, the locals called that road Highway to Hell.
Highway to Hell. So
right.
How fitting, man, that's what those guys party at. That road leads to that. It leads to that song, and all those lyrics fit perfectly in the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's payola.
Yeah, and then in a way it evolved into their road to the successful band that they became.
Yeah.
Because they literally went through hell.
Yeah, that song right there propelled them to come up with Back in Black. We talked about that and how crazy that was, how they came up with that album and how many records that sold. Holy crap. Yeah.
Right. Which goes into to date, this album has been certified 7 times platinum.
Jeez,
so it's kind of a segue into what was to come.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it really was their breakthrough album as far as the worldwide success. It was also their first record to top to break into the top 100.
Charts. Yeah, on the charts in the U.S. in the United States.
It peaked at number 17, which is
pretty damn good.
Phenomenal for what I guess you could call a relatively unknown act in the U.S.
Yeah.
The name of the bar, Hialeah, was Raffles Bar.
Raffles?
Yeah, Raffles.
Raffles Bar.
Like Ruffles, Raffles.
Yeah.
I'm sure they pronounce it funny in Australia. Freaking Raffles Bar.
It was ranked 200th on Rolling Stone's list of 500 greatest albums of all time. And there was, I can't find what I read earlier about the push for their 40th anniversary of the band. Highway to Hell became their first single to crack the top 10.
Okay.
And it said they were attempting to keep the X Factor from achieving another number 1 hit single.
Think about this, Donnie. If you go to concert to see AC/DC, which songs would you pick, really, man? That would be crazy. It'd be hard, man. I mean, you could have 2 or 3 different nights in the same town with a whole different set of songs.
Yeah.
And, man, it'd be crazy because if you don't hear your freaking favorite song, you're gonna be pissed, man. And there's a lot of songs.
What's up, Travis?
What's up, B? B's got the van put together, baby. He's about to roll towards.
I was just gonna say that van's coming along really nice. Joey Bags.
It was
the Bee Gees.
It's the Bee Gees and AC/DC and Olivia Newton-John. That's it. And Kylie Minogue.
I've heard that name. I know that's got to be a pretty girl or something.
I guess before we get into trying to
Elle Macpherson,
trying to pick our favorite, I want to share this because they just recently put this out there. This was the original cover that they had planned on releasing, and it got
for this album.
Yeah, for this album.
And I'm glad they didn't.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ, I wouldn't have been able to have it then for sure. All that fire looking shit on the cover. It looks
I'm
bad.
glad they changed their mind, dude.
Too much
Shroud in Flames. This thing here was, I don't know. I kind of like it, but then I don't.
I don't know, man. I kind of like it, man. It's fiery right there.
It's not bad, but the original is.
Now it would fly, Donnie. It'd fly perfect now, no worries. But back in those days, man, it might not have flown so good.
That's the only good thing I like about that one, right? The guitar.
Yeah.
And the way they put Highway to Hell on it, that's cool. But the other one's just iconic, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, this stuff, if they would have had that on the other one, on the one that was released,
right,
maybe it would have played better. I don't know. This stuff's kind of weird.
It's just they're trying to be in your face, and then when they did it with just the horns and the tail, more subdued, it made it better, man. It just did make it better.
I agree.
I don't know. I kind of like that one too.
No, I like the original. I like the one they chose.
Yeah, me too.
You got to get that bread, son.
Man, we had a good time last time we was here, man. We went all over hell and back. We went to that comp driving an hour and a half talking shit the whole way there and back.
All right. Dude, I don't know if I could pick a favorite song, dude. It's hard.
I know I can.
You know you can?
I can. I already have.
Your favorite song?
Off of that one?
Dude, it's...
I mean, I love Highway to Hell, of course. But
that's me. So I'm gonna pick a different one than Highway to Hell.
I'm gonna throw the other one. Girls Got Rhythm. I love that song, man. Got Backseat. I just love that song.
I like
Shot
Down in Flames. That's the one I'm.
Shot Down in Flames is a great song.
Shot Down in Flames is great. Yeah.
Dude, I like them. I think I'll tell you, the song I probably like the least is Get It Hot. But every other song is so, Touch Too Much, Walk All Over You.
They're just badass songs.
Love Hungry Man. Love Hungry Man's a great song, dude.
I'm not a big fan of that song.
That's the one I'm not a fan of.
I fucking love that song, dude. I like the only one that I kind of don't like is Get It Hot. Every other song fits.
Yeah, but Hailey, you couldn't have been listening to that song in the car with your girl and your mom come up with Girls Got Rhythm, Backseat Rhythm. She might figure that one out.
But the thing is, bro, my mom didn't speak English, so that always helped. That always helped. It was the imagery that hurt, not the words.
Little Cookie.
Little Cookie. I do. I love Hungry Man too, man. Love.
I can't pick just one, so I'm gonna pick two.
Yeah, pick two, man, because I love Highway to Hell. I always will, and when it comes on, I never turn that song. I never let me look for something else. I'm like, oh, hold on.
Yeah. If you turn Highway to Hell while you listen to AC/DC,
you're going to hell if you turn Highway to Hell. So don't turn it.
Going to Hades.
For me, it's probably If You Want Blood
and
Night Prowler.
Night Prowler too, bro.
Night Prowler has that groove. It's just,
man, I haven't heard Night Prowler in a minute. I'm gonna have to play that when we get off here now.
The way Bond sang it, and I just
see when I hear it now, I just think Richard Ramirez just creeping in the dark, man.
Oh, that's creep.
It's a scary song, dude.
Dude, that's all I see. Like,
did you see
like a Michael Myers? Like
exactly. Did you guys watch the thing on Netflix that they came out probably earlier this year?
Yeah.
I
No.
remember when that was going on, the Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, all that shit was going on. But dude, watching that, it just brought in all this stuff that I had forgotten about the case, and it was like, God, dude, the guy was a monster, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Straight up
That was
monster.
that was a
bro.
great show. I'd recommend watching it to anybody.
It's a documentary, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a 3-series,
Three
show.
series.
I watched a documentary on that case. Holy hell.
He was a monster.
Over 20 years ago.
Yeah, I need to see it again. I think I've seen it, but it's been a long time.
And I remember the clips and stuff from the trial.
Right.
And he turns and looks at the camera, and you're looking in his eyes, and there's nothing there.
There's nothing, bro.
It's like
That guy was just a.
I just watched the series on Ted Bundy, man.
Oh yeah,
dude, man.
That guy was. That guy might be even more scary, bro.
Yeah, because he was a regular looking, decent looking
Blended
guy.
in. Yeah, he blended in.
So he's easily could get the girls, you know.
Yeah. Hey, Joey just put in a comment that we talk about how most AC/DC songs start off the same. That's all right, dude. I still love them. That's all right. Yeah.
Hey, it doesn't matter. They're still in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So Bo, you picked your song. What was your favorite song?
Shot Down in Flames.
And Steve, you went with Highway to Hell.
And Girls Got Rhythm, man. I love that song.
Girls Got Rhythm, a whole lot of rhythm. And Donnie, you went Night Prowler?
Yeah, Night Prowler, and If You Want Blood. It's a toss-up.
Dude, you know what? I think I might go with Unruly. Because I like the Love Hungry Man has like a funk to it, dude. And I kind of like that. So I think we could all agree Highway to Hell is the best song on this album, right?
Yep.
Yeah, to me.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go with Love Hungry Man just to be different. I do like it.
Now I'm gonna have to hear. I'm gonna have to go back and hear that because I don't remember that one that much.
Did you read on the? I guess Angus wrote that after a night of eating bad pizza.
No, yeah. I didn't read that. No, I did not.
Yeah, he's not a fan of it.
Yeah, he's like, because I guess somebody had asked him, what about the worst album or song on the album, and he said probably that one. He's like, I wrote that one after a night of eating bad pizza.
He had bad memories.
He's like, you can blame me on that one.
Good pizza.
Dude, I still like that song, dude. I'm gonna go with
Little Caesars.
No, I had God, it's this little place off of Bloomingdale. I don't remember the name of it, but it's always good. It's always the same. Never changes. They don't change a thing, which I like.
I like it. Okay, I think I've asked this before. Are you guys Bon Scott or Team Brian Johnson?
Jesus, man.
I've asked this before. I believe
you could probably go back and I changed my mind and flip flop. That's how close they are to me.
So
I'm gonna go Team Bon Scott, man. I think I like the original.
If you would have asked me when I was a kid and I had Back in Black, because I adored that freaking album, dude. I would have told you Brian Johnson, but now I'm Team Bon Scott as well.
Yeah, I'm probably Brian Johnson.
I haven't. There's only.
But I'm definitely not anti. Bon Scott,
no, I'm not anti either one.
If Bon Scott was able to sing all those songs, I would have liked them just the same. I think he would have sang them the same and gave, I don't know how much difference it would have been, man.
You almost wonder what would have happened if Bon didn't die. Would we have Back in Black?
Would we have Back in Black? Because Brian Johnson wrote a lot of that.
We probably wouldn't. We probably wouldn't.
Which rearranges my whole life. That shit.
Yeah.
I went to Brandon High School. I told you they had that playing every day in the morning, man. I'd go to school and they'd play that. They had the little rock and roll playing in the theater. You could go in a little early, get your breakfast, and go in there. Shit was packed in there every day. They'd be playing AC/DC.
See, that's Journey. The difference between our childhood. You would go into my and they'll be playing Guantanamera. And I got Guantanamera and you got freaking ACDC. You know, I got gypped.
It was called WBHS.
Don't feel bad. We didn't get stank where I went to school.
I'm just playing. Guantanamera is actually a very good song. I actually like that song.
What the hell's it mean?
Well, it's from a poem by Jose Marti. Jose Marti was like a patriot, like in the 1800s for Cuba. I believe in and I don't know if he made it to the 1900s. Don't believe he did. And he was like a poet, a politician, a revolutionary. He was everything. 9 million albums to date. That's crazy. They're one of the biggest bands, right?
Yep.
They still tour at all?
Who was it that died? Malcolm, right?
Malcolm died, yeah.
So
they took a break from touring because Brian Johnson was going deaf, and they said that if he kept doing it, he'd be completely deaf. And then Axl Rose, they did a tour with Axl Rose, and then after that, it was just nothing. And then I want to say that they were going to come back and do something else with Brian. So,
well, I think they did because he had something done that allowed him to come back.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember them saying they did something so he could hear.
Put an earplug in there, or
they
hearing aid.
Amplifier in his
ear. What a revolutionary remedy, right? Put an earplug in, buddy.
Right. And I believe it is Angus and Malcolm's nephew that took Malcolm's place.
Oh, cool. Keep it in
be their older brother George, that was their original producer, be his son.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's cool.
That is definitely.
Yeah, because man, he was only a rhythm guitar, but man, he was an awesome rhythm guitar.
Yeah.
He's probably one of the best ones out there. Yeah, I love Malcolm, man. He's awesome.
Let me double check that. I need to make sure. No, it's their oldest brother Steve's son.
How many brothers he got?
That's what I was about to ask. How many brothers was him, dude?
They came from a big family.
Damn.
Yeah. There was quite a few, and there was an age gap because Malcolm and Angus were the two youngest, and there was an age gap between Malcolm and the next, the youngest of before that.
Wow.
Angus, Malcolm, George, and Alan, and Steve, but I believe there was two sisters as well.
That's a lot of kids, bro.
Yeah.
They did the same thing with Earth, Wind, and Fire. They replaced them with the kids. When I went and seen them in concert, a lot of the kids were in the band now. Their sons.
Right.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And they put on a good show, man.
Yeah, Back in Black is massive. It's definitely their biggest album.
Shoot, they use Thunderstruck. We hear that every week here, don't we, Boat? From the lightning. They use it for the lightning.
Yep.
Donnie, have we come to the point in this where we pick next week's album or the next album?
Yes. That's what I forgot to ask. 2 weeks from now is the Saturday before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Is everybody available? And that would include you, Steve, if you
should
be willing.
I should.
Yeah, I should be.
Yeah, I should be too.
I could get called to work at any time, but if I did that, I would be able to let you know. Like, I'm not gonna be able to make it a day or so early.
Yeah,
I don't work weekends no more. So
yeah,
unless something comes up, I should be fine right now.
Okay, that's why I was gonna see if everybody couldn't and if we wanted to do it next week.
Yeah, I should be able to
Okay.
There might be something in the works, but nothing's been said, and I'm not even banking on it. So.
We're going to Orlando this week. This
Yeah, so
weekend
nice
coming
of you
up.
to say something. I found.
Yeah, I was going to tell you about it.
Oh, you
Let
were.
you know, I know
were.
you're always a free man.
Yeah,
You can
that's
come
why
down
we didn't-
anytime. So
that's why we didn't tell you the big news about Boat. You know, so
Yeah,
now
I know.
how it feels.
I don't have to work no weekends.
Yeah.
That would have gave it. If he didn't tell me now, and I heard him say that, I'd say, "Huh, you must have got the job."
You guys are gonna have to cancel, because I can't that day. But just like
That's
Jeff.
Jeff. Yeah, Jeff's work.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff's working right now. He goes, "I work this weekend, so next weekend's good. I'm off."
Oh, tell him, hey, we had to cancel and reschedule because
I'm gonna tell him because Hialeah can't go and he'll be like, "What?" Hey, little boat. When you go to school, do you wear shirts like you have on? And do kids come up to you and go, "Who's that?" There's no way they don't. You can't tell me they don't come up and say, "Who are the Ramones?"
He's in school right now.
I know, but I'm saying if he wore that to school Monday, would someone come up and say, "Who are the Ramones?"
You don't have to wear a uniform.
No, we homeschool.
Oh, that's right. You guys homeschool.
Oh, you homeschool, so he does. Oh, so he doesn't go into school. Oh,
Yeah, the kids at his school already know all about the Ramones.
So no kids ask you about your shirts?
Because I used to
Yeah.
wear freaking all concert shirts to school too, man. That's
Me too.
awesome.
That's pretty much my whole wardrobe. Is just band T-shirts at this point.
When I was your age, that's all I wore too, man.
I wore
The
one
hats,
for my school
the quarter
picture, man,
sleeve.
and I got barbecued for that
The-
by my mom. She's
the
like,
black
"What are you
with-
wearing that for?"
The black ones with the white quarter sleeves. That was what everybody.
Yeah,
wore.
the white ones with the black sleeves were
or black and the white sleeves. It was
yeah,
either or.
they had, and then they'd have the long sleeves or 3/4 sleeves.
Yeah,
everyone
three-quarter
had a
sleeves.
shirt the next day that
Dude,
you
I
know
had
they
like-
went to that concert.
I had like 30 of those things, dude. It was crazy. I would wear them until they would start getting holes. Okay, you remember that? They were got the best material in the holes.
Oh no, they were cheap as shit.
Yeah.
Click to spin, baby. Press your luck. No whammies.
We ready?
Big money,
Big
and
money, no whammies. I'm gonna let you know if I think it's a whammy.
come on, let's get a good one. Pet Sounds, Beach Boys.
Okay.
Awesome.
We have a winner.
I'm picking Good Vibrations on this one.
I can't wait
All
to
right.
talk about that album because I want to learn more about that album.
I was kind of hoping it wasn't going to go past Aqualung because I would love to do that one.
Oh, Raul, if you can, you got Netflix. It might still be on Netflix. I don't know if it's on Netflix or not. Check out a movie called Love and Mercy.
That's the movie about Brian Johnson, right?
Yeah,
Not
John
Brian
Cusack.
Johnson. Brian, what's his name?
Brian Wilson.
Brian
Wilson, yeah.
John
Is
Love
Cusack
and
played him.
Mercy.
That's
Is
a
that
great
that-
movie.
Different actors play him in that movie, right?
I think so.
Isn't it-
Young Brian Wilson and
Right.
the old and
I
John
always wanted
Cusack.
to watch it.
It's a good movie. I would recommend it.
I wanted
plus,
to watch
you
that
know,
regular author.
Because the whole movie's kind of based around a little bit about the Pet Sounds, the recording, like when they flash back
Mhm.
about how he kind of wanted to step away from touring and he just wanted to be in the studio basically.
Cool.
So
Hopefully
It's
soon, Joe. Hopefully soon.
What do you
Yeah.
think?
London Calling, man, please, can't wait to hear that one.
It is on the list. I was so happy when that number came up. I was like, all right.
That's the Ramones, right?
Clash.
I know. I'm kidding.
That album's in my top 5, man.
Roll.
Is
Do, 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 do.
oh my god, what's the song?
London Calling.
Go Straight to Hell. Is that on that album?
I can't remember. I don't think so.
I don't think it's all right.
But Death and Glory, dude, that song is bad.
That's one of my
Yeah.
favorite songs.
Which one?
Death and Glory.
Death and Glory. I'm not sure if I know that one.
I don't think I heard that one.
Yeah, I don't know if I have either. I might have heard it. I just don't know it.
So there we
Okay.
have it.
No,
Next
go ahead.
episode, the Beach Boys Pet Sounds. Tonight we covered this awesome freaking album. If you've never heard it, give it.
Yeah,
a few
I'm
times.
going right to listen to Night Prowler and Love Hungry Man. I've got to hear them because I haven't heard them in so long.
No.
I can't wait to hear this because I want to hear Hialeah's pick on this album.
And if you can access it on vinyl, as Mr. Jim Boatwright did, do it.
I recommend it.
Because
Walmart.
you will not be
Found it at Walmart.
You know what? We're about to go backstage. I'm gonna have that song keyed up.
Okay, yes, do it.
For me, I have an interview with Mark Knapp 68 on Tuesday coming out next week. Other than that, the next thing will be cover to cover. The next episode, Beach Boys Pet Sounds. You guys got anything coming up?
Not
Do
me.
the Johnson show. We do the Baby Silver 8 Sunday tomorrow. That's all I do.
I got the Johnson show on Monday at 7. And that Friday show I do on Young Bucks, Old Goats, where we just talk a lot of garbage and spew a lot of garbage, but it's fun.
Garbage.
Yeah, it's just garbage what we spew. At least that's what I spew. Maybe not them. But yeah.
All right. I want to thank everybody who popped into the chat tonight.
Yeah,
really appreciate it. Much love. Had quite a few filter through tonight.
Yeah, we had a good turnout, man.
Unrolly was here as always. Cookie stopped by. Glad to have him in here. Hoping to get him on the top here at some point. Poor Mike.
The bag of sevens.
Joey Bags.
Bueller.
The D.
D. I'm sure
D Wood.
I'm sure D too. Oh, that's right. C Wood too, man.
C Wood, yeah.
Really cool to see C Wood pop in.
Definitely.
Hey man, did you see Hialeah the D when he was doing his frisbee he hit the limb or something?
When he was what?
He was doing his frisbee.
Oh yeah, against the tree.
And he hit the tree or something. He's like, I fucking once cried. I watched it.
He put it on last night. We were watching it last night on the stream. Yeah.
Oh shit, that was funny as hell.
Yeah, I was crying laughing. I seen it.
And if you're in my neck of the woods, turn that freaking fire up and stay warm. If you're in their neck of the woods,
open your windows.
Open your windows and enjoy it.
And enjoy if it's in the 50s or 60s.
Yeah, enjoy
Get out there and listen to some music.
Hell yeah.